So this first video is just to explain basically what databases are and why they're important. We're going to be using Microsoft Access as our database engine. There's a lot of others, they do pretty much the same job. Just to introduce them briefly. MySQL is one that we use at year 13. SQL Server is a Microsoft version of the same thing. Oracle are a very well-known player at making database software, and there's some other sort of more specific ones for specific jobs. Basically, databases are everywhere. Every company has got databases for stock control or transactions or their customers or the employees or whatever. And every organization also has many databases. The school has many databases for keeping track of students, not just students, but also library books and equipment and people as well, other people in the school. So it's really important to know about databases, and we're just going to make sure we get the fundamentals in place so you're ready for some more. Let's have a look at a database. Here's one that I've got. As you can see, I'll just look over here on the left. Database is made up of many things, but fundamentally it's all about the tables of data. That's what a database is. So you can see how I've got a table. This is DVDs. Let's quickly look at what a table comprises. We've got some fields. So we've got title is a text field. We've got a date field here. We've got a numeric field, another numeric field, some more text fields. And we've got this ID, this unique identifier for each one. We'll come back to that. It's called the primary key. Log that for future reference. So a table of data, but this isn't very user-friendly, so we do other things to make this data more user-friendly for the user. So queries we'll look at, but basically they're a way of sorting and filtering the data. Forms. So forms are just, you go to a web page and there's a form to fill in and submit, and then it displays things. That's basically the idea. So for instance, in Access, it can look like this. So a single record, a single row of data, you present in a format like this where you can edit the data, and sometimes you'll have buttons to do other things. You can have a form which is a navigation menu to jump between different places like the members, the DVDs, which ones have been hired out, that kind of thing. So tables, queries and forms, and then reports are effectively like a printout for the user. So data can be a little bit old school, thinking about printing bits of paper. If you think about a web page, basically that would be where it shows an individual the information that they want to take away with them. So that's what we're going to do next. We're going to start making a database. We're going to actually one more thing. I said I'd say how it's different from a spreadsheet, because this does look a lot like a spreadsheet. I'll show you a little bit of a scary thing here under database tools, relationships. See, they've got many tables here. They're all actually linked. Database tools, relationships. We're not going to go level one. We don't really need to look too deep into related tables at all. What we do will look nothing like this. In fact, by the end of year 13, if you've got 4 or 5 linked tables, that's about as sophisticated as we need to be. But basically, this is what gives a database the power to store data efficiently and retrieve data efficiently, which is where a lot of the learning is once we've learned the basics. All right, so next video we'll start making a database.